All right. Hey, team. Welcome to our Wednesday night call. I am so excited to see some faces on here that I haven't seen in a while, and I see some faces that aren't on here, and they're going to be getting a message from me. Tonight is Wednesday, December 21st, and tonight we're talking about all things Instagram. My husband, Bill, was like, I feel like you talk about this all the time. And I was like, I do, but there's so many new changes that we have to go over it again. So sorry, I am literally messaging somebody to be on this call right now. So it was time for another call because Lord have mercy, there is a ton of new changes to Instagram. But before we get started with that, I want to go over a couple things. First off, I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas for those that celebrate, or holiday, Hanukkah, because I think that starts on Christmas Eve. I'm trying to be very well versed in the holidays this year. But I hope you have an amazing holiday whenever you guys are celebrating. I will be completely 100% off the grid tomorrow, except for my workout. We're celebrating with my family. So I do ask that you post in the team page any questions that you have. If you message me, I will not get back to you until most likely on Saturday. And then you're going to be busy with Christmas Eve. So we're just going to keep missing each other. So post in the team page, use that. So some quick announcements. I am not going into detail because I did do a live video today. How many watched my live video or was on the live video today about the health bet and bod unlimited? Okay, so if you haven't had a chance to watch it, do watch it. Fast forward to like minute number 3. I think I babbled the first 3 minutes because I was waiting for people to pop on. So how many of you listened to the National Wake Up Call on Monday? Ooh, I need it. Okay, how many of you listened to the live replay? All right, need to start seeing some more hands. So if you have not listened to the National Wake Up Call on Monday, you really need to. And I don't know if you guys know this now. You can use a live link to join and listen via the interweb. Such a marvelous thing, because when you are on a family plan with 5 people and you share 700 minutes, you can't really sacrifice minutes for a National Wake Up Call. So I put the link in the team page cover photo, so check that out. Anyways, Carl dropped this huge announcement on Monday, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you've been living under a rock or not on the team page. But Beachbody On Demand Unlimited is being released on the 27th. If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat box. No promises I will answer, because I did talk about it a lot in the live video I posted on the team page, and there is a marvelous FAQ that goes into a lot of detail. Get well versed in this, guys. This is huge. This is unbelievably amazing, because we are not just focusing on 21 days. We're focusing on an entire year. We are getting people to fall in love with Beachbody, to get results, to hit their goals. Not just for 21 days, not for 45, 30, 60, whatever a program may be. They have this amazing resource at their fingertips. I mean, they can do core to force, PIO, size, country heat, any of the new programs, what their little heart desires, they can do. So make sure you guys are talking about this. Reach out to your current bod people. Reach out to people that have been saying they're going to do it. Post about it. I posted about it, and I got so much freaking traction. Feel free to steal it. You're more than welcome. Put a picture up. Make it your own. Talk about it, y'all. Talk about it. And for you guys, you can upgrade on the 27th. There is a link in the FAQ, 3012. I haven't memorized at this point, that shows you how to upgrade. You will be refunded for whatever bod you have used, haven't used, and they will then charge you the new price for the unlimited access. It'll make you active, and it's $99, and you won't be recharged for a year. And then you have all the new programs at your fingertips for the entire year. It is limited. It ends on February 28th. Don't be the person that comes to me on March 1st and be like, darn it, I forgot to update my bod. You had 2 months. 2 months. So make sure you do that. Okay. And then lastly, guys, the health bet. How many of you, A, have put your email address to join? There's 2 options. Don't raise your hands yet. A, have put your email address to join the Team Fire to Get Fit one, or have your own health bet going. Okay, everybody's hand should be raised. Whether you are doing your own group or you're joining the team one, if you are drinking Shakeology 5 days a week, and if you are working out 3 days a week, there is no reason not to be joining the health bet. Who doesn't want free money? Bill and I got $30-something combined the last health bet, and that paid my dues for a month. Heck yes. So make sure you put your email in the event if you're not running your own health bet. If you're running your own health bet, you're good to go. If you think your upline may be running one, reach out to them. So those are my announcements. Those are the good stuff. So we are going to dive right in. I have slides. I have good content. We are going to utilize the chat box. I'm going to pick on people. This is all things Instagram. So let's just go ahead and jump. I lied, 28 slides. I think I told you guys 29. Or maybe I said 23. I don't remember. Alrighty. And then let's do a play. Who do I see on my screen? Oh, it looks like Trish, Logan, and Emily are going to be the people I pick on tonight because they are on my screen. I probably won't pick on Trish. She has a little boy in her hand. Emily, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see this? Perfect. All right, guys. Team call, all things Instagram. And you know, when I have slides, it's going to be a good show. Okay, so let's talk about your bio, guys. So I'm going to go over some key basic things, and then I'm going to go over a lot of the changes that Instagram has put into place. Feel free to have your phone by you so you can explore with me. Please use the chat box if you have any questions, and I cannot look at it while I'm on the screen. I should have my laptop next to me, but I will answer at the end. Okay, so first things first, your bio needs to be clean. It needs to be crisp. It needs to be simple and to the point. So I have 3 examples up here. I have Katie Dunlop, who is not even a Beachbody person, just super motivating. I have me because I have to use me as an example, right? And then I've got Chelsea Pearson, who I think has a great bio. Your bio should not in any way, shape, or form have a Beachbody link them to Beachbody in any way, shape, or form, say Beachbody, say you're a Beachbody coach, say you're a coach. No way, shape, or form should your profile even scream Beachbody coach. Okay, mine is Chelsea. She's got coach. I'll allow that. So when you look at these 3 bios, you can't tell that any of these people, minus Katie because she's not a coach, are a Beachbody coach. You can't tell I'm a coach. You can't tell Chelsea she's a coach, minus it says coach, but you can't tell she's with Beachbody. You can't tell where they're affiliated, and that's what you want. Let's face it, guys. Direct services, I think that's what we're called, or MLMs, whatever we're considered, we have a bad rep. There are coaches that are out there that give us a bad rep. There's just people that think we're awful. And then the first thing they're going to see, they're like, oh, she's Beachbody, I'm out. You don't want them to know you're Beachbody. You want to draw them in by you. So you want to keep it clean and you want to keep it simple. You want key facts about yourself. So if somebody goes to my page, they know I'm a dog mom to Stilts. Automatically, they know about Stilts because everybody needs to know about him. I say I have PCOS and I have endometriosis because that's a big part of who I am. I've lost 50 pounds from home. I have my Snapchat name on there, and then I link them straight to my Facebook. There's this new update to Instagram, and if you guys have not done this yet, you need to. You can have the option of having your Instagram as a business account. I highly, highly recommend you do this. 1, you get to see so many insights into your account. You get to see how many new followers, when the time of day people tend to follow you the most and like on your stuff, what pictures are gaining the most traction. It is an amazing resource. So make sure you switch to the business account. You can do that under the settings, and it'll say switch back to personal account or switch to business account. Switch to the business account, guys. So that's why like my P.O. box is on there because I'm under the business account. Anyways, so no Beachbody link. Link it to your Facebook, your blog, your website. Link it to somewhere where somebody can reach you. I like Chelsea's. It says Fit Girl Next Door. I had Team Fire to get fit in there, but I took it out because that's not really a key component of who I am, if that makes sense, okay? Chelsea likes fashion and influence. Like, that's a big part of her. Me, fashion, I'm in, like, yoga pants and fuzzy slippers right now. I got 0 fashion sense going on in my life. She is a pom mom. If you guys follow her on Snapchat, you know that. Katie Dunlap, she's loves Sweat Fitness on Snapchat, super motivating. And so she's got like key things about her because that's about her. So keep your bio clean, and we're going to have a call to action at the end. And if you think your bio isn't good, like if you have like in your mind, you're like, man, I don't know if this is good. It probably needs updated. Use emojis. Like, I love me some emojis, but don't go crazy, guys. We're not 13. Like, don't have a 50 million emojis in your profile. 1 per is good in my opinion. Okay, if you have any questions about the bio, put it in the chat box. Next, let's talk about your feed, and then that's where we get into time for people to talk. Okay, guys, think of your Instagram feed as a magazine. And I say that because you want it crisp. You want it crisp. That's a new word I'm inventing. You want it crisp and you want it clean. Collages are done. If you use collages, can we quit doing them? Like, can we break up with collages? Those are done. Let's not use those anymore. Even when it comes to Facebook, collages, bye-bye. Say goodbye to collages. 2x2, I'm okay with the 2x2 because I use that sometimes. But when you're using more than 2 pictures, don't make it happen. Your photo should not be blurry in any way, shape, or form. You want the focus to be seen. You want people to like draw their eye into your picture and make sure it's just crisp and clean. So I'm using Allie Upham's feed as an example. Like this works for her. She likes the 2 pictures and a white. I don't have time for that. Like I don't have time in my head to be like, all right, shoot, I just did my 2 pictures. Okay, now I got to come up with a white picture with a quote. Okay, now I did my 2 more pictures. Like I don't have time for that. Did I use this quote anymore? So do what works best for you. Keep the quotes to a minimum. I prefer the black text on a white background personally because I feel like that's more visually appealing to the eye. But keep them to a minimum, if that makes sense. So now we're going to play a game, and it's going to be called, Is This Good or Is This Bad? And somebody has to talk up for every single picture. If there's silence, you're going to feel really bad because it's going to be Logan or Emily because they're on my side of my screen. I'm just forewarning you. And Logan's eating, so she wouldn't be very happy with that. All right. Is this a good picture or is this a bad picture? Who wants to speak up? I'm going to exit out of the screen share, but you guys can still see because I'm going to make you guys talk. You got to talk. No chat box. Not happening. Got to chat. All right. Bad. Okay. So now I need somebody to come off and tell me why it's a bad picture. Like, why should this not be on Instagram? See, now I'm going to make you talk. You can give me a thumbs down, but now somebody needs to talk.
It doesn't show all of the products. Some of it's cut off, and there's a lot in there.
Okay. Anybody else?
It doesn't talk about you. Like, it's too product, and people can get that product anywhere. They can go to beachbody.com and get that. So
perfect. And once you guys talk, just make sure you put yourselves back on mute because I can't access that. So perfectly, exactly what both said. So I would lean more towards Emily because to me, this is spammy. Where are you in this picture? Why aren't you selling yourself? I'd rather see like a before and after of yourself. I'd rather see you doing the workout or a sweaty selfie. This screams Beachbody. Shakeology, 21-day fix, 3-day refresh. That is way too much product placement in one. Don't like this. Okay, next. You may see some of your own Instagram photos on here. Good or bad? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I only have 3 of you on my screen now, so I need to see some. Emily says so. Anybody else? Okay, so you guys are being quiet. This is not going to work if you guys are being quiet, okay? Somebody did not have energized this morning. I can open up my chat for this one. So you can put in the chat what you think. So in my opinion, this is a good photo. The only thing I would change is to flip the cup and have Shakeology not shown. I've seen so many of you guys posting a picture with your Shakeology cup, which I love. Get the logo out of there. Make people ask what you're drinking. When they see Shakeology, they could have read a bad review. Their husband could have been like, oh, you can just buy a whey protein at Walmart for $15. That's just as good. It ain't just as good, y'all. So flip that logo and get that out of there. Other than that, I absolutely love this picture and I really want those shoes. Okay, next up. Good or bad? Good, bad, good. Sheena, you're being chatty. Other people need to utilize the chat box, y'all. Don't make me start calling on you guys. I will do it. Yep, it's going to happen. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So this is a good photo. She's doing core to force, and like you can't tell she's doing a Beachbody workout. You can just tell she's working out in general. She's got really cute clothes on. This is a good picture. And in the like bio, she talked about doing core to force. But you can't tell by the picture. And guys, pictures are what gravitates people's attention, not the wording. And I like the 3x3 because it's different product. It's like a different move in each one. So I approve of this one. All right, y'all. If anybody says good, we just got to kick you off the team call. And I love you, but no. Good or bad? Good or bad? Yeah. See, this is no bueno. If I ever see any of you post this, don't be offended when I tell you to take it down. This is really, really bad. Like, this is about as salesy gets. I'd rather you post a picture with your Shakeology cup without the logo showing, talking about why it's good for you. But don't mention the word Shakeology. Just call it your shake. And Jasmine hit on the head. This is a stock photo. Never use stock photos on your Instagram. All right. Good or bad? I recognize this bad butt mom. I'm just trying to not curse.
Very
This is
good.
a great photo. And I don't know if Jasmine's on this call. This is just motivating and inspiring. And nowhere does it mention in her description about Beachbody in no way, shape, or form. People are going to ask her about this. So this is a great photo to get engagement and get people talking. All right, oops, I missed one. Good or bad? I covered up people's faces to keep their identity away. All right, don't make me start calling on you guys. Trish says bad. Jasmine says eh. I don't like this personally. 1, quarter force. 2, collage, and never use a colored border. Those are gone. Those are like so 2015. Let's not use color bordered anymore, Kate. Okay? I mean, I've made these mistakes in the past when I thought it was cool. It's not cool. This is visually unappealing. It doesn't help that I have smiley faces on her face, guys. But this is not good. No, she would have posted the top photo where she's like flexing with the TV behind her. That would have been a great photo. This, not a good photo. Good or bad? Good. I like this photo. Jasmine, videos are coming, girlfriend. You're moving way ahead. I couldn't put videos in here. She's moving ahead of schedule over here. So this is a good photo. It says proof of the product. Unless you're with Beachbody, you don't know what proof of the product is, and it shows that she like worked out. This is good. I like this one. I'm moving a little bit faster. Good or bad? This is talking about the new bod unlimited. Is this good or bad? This is bad. This is really bad. Like, this is collage bad with great body bikini line from the 1980s showing at the bottom bad. Like, this no bueno. Never post this, guys, okay? Good or bad? If any of you say bad, I'm going to be really upset. Trisha's like, good. This is good. This got a lot of conversation starting. I didn't say what it was. I just said it was my go-go juice. I rarely call it Energize online. And this got people, A, want to know where this adorable cup came from, and B, it sparked conversation. Yes, it shows last names, but nowhere am I talking about Beachbody in this. I'm going a little bit quicker. Good or bad? And anytime you tell me what's the biggest bad about this, okay, there's 3 big bads about this, but like, what's one of the bads? Can we pick out the 3 bads? Anybody? Come on, y'all. Okay, yes, thank you. Stock, product in the, Beachbody. And that dang border. Never use a border, y'all. Thank you, Logan. Logan was paying attention. I think that's my last one. Okay, one more. Bad. Never post this, y'all. This is bad. And then this one, this is good. Do you know what's in that cup? It's Shakeology. Does she say Shakeology is in that cup? Nuh-uh. She does in the conversation, but you wouldn't know looking at this. So this is a good photo. I would say this is a good photo. There's my Energize and my very cute cup that Trish made me because I was showing it off. You can't tell I'm Beachbody related. I just look very, very excited. And then lastly, good or bad? This I would kind of give it like a I don't like the pricing. You never want to put pricing in any of your photos. Other than that, you could have done the wording a little bit better. You could have done a 2x2 and maybe just said all access 365 streaming workouts. Take out the Beachbody on demand, take out the Shakeology, take out the price, and you could really work with that. All right, this is the last one. Good or bad? This is a good one. A, it's Chelsea Pearson. She looks really good. It's visually appealing. It's appealing to the eye. It gains conversation. So I'm showing you guys all of these because, I can see the chat now in the box. So you guys can chat and it will pop up while I'm doing this. And I show you guys all of these because that's what Instagram is. It's visually appealing to the eye. You have 15 seconds to grab somebody's attention. If they don't like what they see in 15 seconds, they are out and they're off to find somebody new. So make sure it looks appealing. Think of a magazine. Think of your pictures. Try good lighting. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and buy a ring light. There's these amazing little cases. You ready for this? 1, 2, 3. Where I have a ring case on my phone. It's called a Lumi. It's a tax write-off. They're amazing. So when I am in a really poor lighting, it didn't do it. I just turn it on and look, I'm instantly bright. So think about things like that when it comes to your photos. Okay. Guys, you are not just fitness when it comes to Beachbody. Give me 2 seconds. I need to move this chat box. It's in my way. You are not just fitness. So your Beachbody profile, your Instagram, if it says Beachbody in your Instagram name, get rid of it. Try to make it your name. Try to make your branding yourself. I want you guys to share more than just fitness. So this is Bonnie Engel. And from what I see from her feed, she likes to decorate. She has an adorable dog named Betty. Not that I would know that from this picture, but I know that from watching her Snapchats. She has a husband. She has friends. She likes to work out. She's really smiley. She's really perky. I found a lot of things from her feed. And that's because she's sharing other things than just workouts. If you're okay with posting your kids online, share pictures of your kids working out with you. People eat that up. Like sometimes I'm like, how do I get one of them to do squats with me? Like stilts won't do that. If you have a dog, share pictures of your dogs. People love when I post stilts. I get more love on stilts pictures than I do myself. Share your workouts. Be inspiring, be motivating, but also be you. So that's when it comes into those 10 things about yourself. What are 10 things about you? I'm a planner. If you didn't know, you've been living under a rock. I like to craft. I like to somewhat do housey things. Yes, 10 things, Sheena, because you're more than just Beachbody. You are so much more than Beachbody. And when you come up with those 10 things, that gives you content to post, not just on Instagram, but on Facebook. So you're not just posting your workouts. If you like to cook, post about cooking. If you like to decorate for the holidays, post about that. If you are a huge, Harry Potter fan, tie that into your post, because what's going to happen is you're going to find new demographics of people. If you like to make your own baby food or whatever it be, if you're organic, is it Crunchy Moms? Is that a thing? Share things about yourself is basically what I'm saying besides just Beachbody. Okay, let's chat about video. So I think I can actually get to videos on my computer. If I am searching right now, can you guys see only the slides or can you see my actual browser? Slides. Okay, that's a good thing because I have things pulled up on Facebook. So give me 2 seconds. So I'm going to show you guys an example of videos that I have put on my personal Instagram because I feel like it's just easier for that and I wasn't well equipped for this. So with Instagram, you can do its new changes, 15 to 60-second videos on Instagram. I know if you guys use Pick, Play, Post. If you don't have an Android, if you don't have an Apple phone, Pick, Play, Post is good. Just don't do a collage. If you have an Apple phone, please quit using Pick, Play, Post. Please film your videos horizontal. $15 on Amazon. You can get a little thing for your phone. I can link you. It's a tax write-off. Film them horizontal, and then make them on iMovie from your phone. Super simple. I walked Jasmine Plante through it. I promise you can do it. No longer film your videos like this, though, if you're using an Apple phone. Float tone them like this. Okay, so here's an example of one of my videos that I did the other day. There's no music because now that Instagram is owned by Facebook, they will flag if you use copyright music. You used to be able to do that, not so much. So this is just me doing some of the moves. Pretty simple, right? So that's one of mine. Okay, that's a Disney one. That was a Snapchat. We won't show that one. I'm trying to find some other ones. Like, they're all different ones. So here's like another one of me doing push-ups like that I could never do before. So I'm just showing snippets of my workouts daily and showing different things. Let's see if there's any other good ones. So this was a really good one. I got creative with it. This was when the big game was on for OSU, and I'm just filming from different areas, and I'm showing them that you can still work out even while you're watching football. Wait for it. There it is. Still watching my football, but getting my workout in. So those are some great ideas for how to do videos when it comes to Instagram. Post videos of your workouts. It's honestly the biggest thing that I can say. If you don't want to do a sweaty selfie, sorry, I'm trying to get this back up to big for you guys. If you don't want to do a sweaty selfie, post your workouts. It gains more engagement and traction on your workouts on like videos than it does for a picture. So with the new business profile, this is what I'm talking about. On the bottom screen, I'm showing you guys, it shows me how many impressions I got. I really don't know what impressions means. I really am like having a very hard time with this. I'm so sorry, guys. This thing is like in my way and now I can't see you guys. I will get my life together. It shows me impressions. It shows me how many people have reached this video. So this video I'd probably say was not one of my better videos or my hashtags weren't correct. And I got 114 people engaged. So that's pretty good. But when I have 23,000 followers, that's probably not the best engagement. So that gives you an idea of what kind of videos are working. Maybe the time of day that you're doing them on, maybe the lighting, maybe the way that you're just showing them. So really think about that. And again, turn your phone sideways, not horizontal. No, not vertical, horizontal. No, yes, no, yes. Okay. We're done with that. All right, let's talk about hashtags, guys. So this was one of the questions that a lot of you had asked me. First off, if you are using your content on Instagram and then you are sharing it on Facebook, do not share your hashtags on Facebook. Hashtags on Facebook are absolutely 100% useless unless I am telling you to use them in a challenge so I can easily find them. People do not search for hashtags on Facebook. So let's quit doing that like right out of the gate. And a lot of people don't know, and that's why I am saying it. So you can use 30 hashtags per post. These are 2 apps that I use. These are Apple apps. I don't have an Android. I'm really sorry. I couldn't find the information for Android. So, and there's a new chat and it's not popping up. All right, guys, I'll have to come back to the chats later. So hashtag generator and tags for likes. Don't just use fitness hashtags. And that's where that 10 list comes from. So for example, some of my hashtags are on my workout post, dog mom, planner girl, PCOS, TTC, endometriosis, Columbus, Ohio, go Bucks. None of that has to do with the working out. I'm so sorry, guys. None of that has to do with working out, but it's going to gain new people because people are searching for those hashtags and they're going to stumble upon you that way. People that are searching fitness hashtags, there's so many of them out there. Now, obviously, you can still use fitness hashtags, but don't use fitness. Workout, because you know how many other people use it at the same time you post it? Probably like 10,000, and yours gets pushed to the bottom. So what I like to do is I like to do my picture, I like to post it, and then I immediately copy and paste the hashtags that I have saved in my notes onto the comments on my picture. If you post a picture and say an hour goes by and you're like, oh my gosh, I got sidetracked because my son was crying, I forgot to post my hashtags, delete the picture and repost it with the hashtags immediately underneath it. The way Instagram used to work was that you could delete your hashtags and do new ones and it would push it back up to the top. It doesn't work that way anymore. So people will see your hashtag based on the timestamp that you posted it. So for example, if you posted at 4 o'clock and you like put your hashtags in at 7, chances are people aren't going to see that. And don't just use, like I said, don't just use hashtags that pertain to the picture. So use these 2 apps to find new hashtags that work for you. If you are an organic eater, there are so many hashtags out there. If you're a crafter, there's so many out there. And use the ones that are still kind of popular, but not super popular, if that makes sense. So I'm really sorry, planner people. When you go to look for planner spreads and you see my workout photos, I'm doing it on purpose because I want other people to see them besides just people looking for workout photos, because you never know what will gauge somebody's interest. All right, now we're going to start moving into the changes that have happened into Instagram. Instagram is like a whole new world. So when I started off with Instagram, it was literally post a picture, post a hashtag, call it a day. And now there's live videos and there's stories and there's boomerang and there's direct messages. There's so much to Instagram now. So one of the newest things to Instagram is stories. So I want you guys to grab your phones really quickly if you have them near you, and I want you to open up Instagram. So again, I have an Apple, I don't have an Android, so I can't really help you if you have an Android, but it should be pretty darn similar. So the way you post a story now, guys, so this picture's a little outdated. I have the newest update on mine, so yours may have a plus. Mine has a little camera right there. See this little camera? So this is the way that you would post an Instagram story. So, for example, just hanging out with my team call time. So I just added that to my story. It's basically Snapchat without the filters. It's basically what it is. And what I've noticed is I'm reaching a lot more people when I use this. I can see how many people have viewed it compared to how many people like my photos. People tend to like to watch instead of read because it takes very little effort to do so. We're a very give me now type of society nowadays, so that's why it works. So it helps you reach more people that may not like your pictures. It can help you get a little bit more engagement too, and you can share parts of your life. So if you don't use Snapchat, this may be a little confusing to you, but if you use Snapchat, this is basically Snapchat. And I'm trying to find a balance to where I'm sharing on Snapchat and I'm also sharing on stories because I do love me some Snapchat. So I have put a link. It's tinyurl.com/TFTGF stories. And that's going to give you a little bit more info on how to use stories. So they just did an update literally today. So if you haven't updated your app, make sure you go in and update it. with some new features on there. So one of the biggest things that Snapchat needs to get really into the times with is that you can go hands-free. So that means Bill doesn't have to be there to record my workouts like he does on Snapchat. I can literally just click go and I can go do like a 15 snippet of my workout. You can also add these little pictures like Snapchat has now. You can add location, the time, the temperature. So they don't like Snapchat because they don't own Snapchat. So they're going to try to compete with it. So it's going to be very similar. And one of the biggest things you can do now is go live on Instagram. Now, there is a big difference between going live on Instagram and going live on Facebook. And for my people that are terrified of going live, this is really good for you. The minute you're done going live, it's gone. Nobody can go back and watch it. So if you botched it, no one's ever going to know. They're never going to see it. I don't really know why they do this, but they do. Probably trying to keep it a little separate from Facebook. So the other day I did a live and I went like live with my workout and it was brand new. So it's a good way to get comfortable going live. And like, it's a good way once you're comfortable, like if you wanted to broadcast on Instagram, like, hey, I'm going live at 8:30 to talk about coaching. I would love for you to hop on so we can chat more about it. So once you're live, it goes away. Like I said, test it while you're working out, see how it goes. And the nice thing about it is you can turn off commenting. So I don't know if you guys remember Periscope. It was around for about 2 days until Facebook pretty much kicked it out. And if you still use it, I don't know who uses it anymore, but good for you. You couldn't turn off comments. And that was a big thing with Periscope is there was creepers and there was spammers and there were just not fun people. So you can turn off the commenting on the Instagram live, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know if anybody's asking questions because Zoom doesn't like me today. All right. So one of the biggest questions I get is how do I grow my Instagram? Y'all, one word. One word. It's my favorite word. It's somebody's word of the year, and I was very happy when they said it. Consistency. Consistency is how you grow. So I have been on Instagram, oh my goodness, since I started my weight loss journey, so 2012, and I have roughly about 22,000 followers. This is a lot harder for me to grow than, say, like my Etsy Instagram. That's at 35,000 followers, and that moves daily, but that's like a niche. Like that's a huge niche, and that's why it grows. So I grow via consistency. So some of the questions that I got in the event page was how much should I post? Just like you do on Facebook. Y'all, don't try to come up with different content for both. Like, who has time to take 6 different pictures a day and 6 different content? Post the same content at different times. Please, I know I know Instagram likes to make it convenient. And they're like, you can share the straight to Facebook right now. Would you like to do that? Don't do that. Copy the text and paste it on Facebook and vice versa. That's literally what I do. I do not come up with new content. The only difference is I go live with my workout on Facebook and I post the video on my Instagram. How do you grow? Share on stories more. And that's something that I need to get a little bit more consistent with. No, not inconsistent, more consistent with. Share more than just fitness, guys. I do want you to share your workouts. I do want to share your progress, but I also want you to share more than just fitness. Tie that in. Just like when I give you the challenge of the day on Facebook, do that on Instagram as well. And that's where those 10 things come in about you guys that I was talking about. This is really bugging you with this chat thing. You guys are going to have to give me 2 seconds. Thank you. Not that anybody was chatting with me anyways. And then engage with those that comment with you. And lastly, guys, don't worry, there's more slides. Don't think I'm done. Ignore the spammers. I get so often, well, I quit using Facebook or I quit using Instagram because of the spammers. Get over it. They're always going to be there. I literally ignore them. If it's like a super spammy comment, I delete it. It's called Autobot. It's called Instagress. That's why you're seeing those spammy things. Engage with the people that are being genuine. So what I mean by that is, for example, I just have to keep going back and forth with screen shares, and I hope you guys don't mind, but I feel like this is the best way for me to give you guys this content. So this is my Instagram feed, like just on the computer. So for example, this was my running picture today, and I engaged with the person that said, like, I love running in the cold, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Yeah, so do I. And then this one, I got a ton of traction because it was like my before and after. I didn't reply to every single person, but like, where can I get that workout? Or awesome, keep it up. Like, I try my best to engage with those that are being genuine and engaging with me. And what happens is you start relationships. I don't know how to get this back to the side. You start relationships, you start conversations, and you literally build. And that's pretty much how it happened with a lot of you guys. That's how it happened with like Lindsay Sessions. Her and I met. Why won't this go? I'm so sorry, guys. I don't have the patience for this. That's how Lindsay Sessions and I connected. Her and I connected on Instagram, took it off Instagram. She was in my challenges and became coach later on. A lot of you guys found me on Instagram and either moved to my Snapchat and found me on there. I know that's how Trish and I connected. So the more consistent you are, the more you that you are, the more that it's going to grow. Don't buy followers. Now, there's one thing between buying followers and using Instagram, and I'm not going to dive into Instagram because that's just way too much tonight for me. You can find some really good posts, search the team page for it. But I use Instagram to follow and unfollow people that are using hashtags that are like my jam. So I don't use fitness ones. I use planner ones. I use dachshund ones. I use like trying to conceive ones. I use ones that relate to me. That's also helped me go, and then helps me grow, and that's helped me be and like have new engagement. But I'm also consistent and I'm getting better because Instagram used to be my thing and then it died off. So I quit posting, but now I'm getting back into it. So consistency. So let's talk about some random tidbits. Kate, there's your picture. Sorry, you're like the first person I posted on my feed that day. I already talked about it. You can share the same content between Facebook and Instagram. 2 different followings. I have 22,000 followers on Instagram and I have 20,000 followers on my Facebook like page. And I guarantee you about 10% of them are the same exact people. So it's not like people are going to keep seeing the same content over and over again. And the way that Instagram works now is it's not posted in real time. So if Emily posted, then Trish posted, then Christy posted, I would not see those 3 posts. Instagram's going to show me what they think I want to see and what's getting the most engagement, who's being the most consistent, just like Facebook is. A really new cool feature to Instagram now is, and it's the best thing that's ever been embedded on Instagram, saves me so much time, is now, so I'm going to try to get my screen up as close as I can, guys. So can you guys see my screen the best you can? There's little hearts. I can tap the heart to like their comment, and then I can hit reply, and it automatically writes their name into it. So I'm not typing out their name anymore, which took up about 2 seconds of my life. And I'm very excited to save about 60 seconds of my life a week now by not having to type out their name. That was a joke, guys. Okay. And also, guys, check your Instagram messages. So how to access your messages. Guys, there's a little symbol in the top. And then there's also, like, you will see that sometimes they'll say, like, you need to approve this message, or someone's requested to message you. If it's spam, ignore it, delete it. So I've been on Instagram for 4 years now. The messages have been around for a year, and I've gotten 1 inappropriate message in the 4 years. And I've gotten like 20 inappropriate pictures on Snapchat in the past 6 months. So it goes to show you, if you're terrified of getting inappropriate messages, they don't come around very often. And just block them. Ignore them, okay? Some more random tips, guys. Be authentic. Don't be salesy. Just like you are on Facebook. The same rules apply to Facebook or into Instagram as they do Facebook. If I call you out on a Facebook post, it's because I love you and I want you to grow, and I'm going to not do the same on Instagram because I don't scroll my feed. So basically, if I see you doing it on Facebook, it probably means you're doing it on Instagram. Don't talk about the price on Instagram. Again, you wouldn't talk about the price on Facebook. Bring it to a private conversation. And the biggest thing with Instagram is you want to move them off of Instagram onto another platform. So I like to move my people to either Facebook, or I like to move them to Snapchat. I do not like to keep my conversations on Instagram. A, they can be lost. B, they can forget to reply. I like to see that they've read my messages on Facebook so I can stalk them and ask them why they haven't answered back to me. Move those conversations off of Instagram. Get them onto Facebook or somewhere else. Avoid using anything with the word Beachbody in it. You're selling you. You are selling 100% you. I don't know about you guys, but I have people come to me and they're like, well, I tried that Shakeology thing in the past. I didn't like it. And I hadn't even brought up Shakeology, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, why didn't you like it? like, how did you make it? And they're like, oh, I just made it by the instructions on the back of the bag, which for the love of God, Beachbody, can we get rid of those? Because nobody likes Shakeology that way. I'm just saying. I'm like, well, that's probably why you didn't like Shakeology, because you used 8 ounces of water and that was it. And I can't even drink it that way. And I've been drinking it for 4 years. So they didn't even know I was a Beachbody coach. And now they've tried Shakeology again and they've fallen in love with the product because they fell in love with me, or they just really liked me. So avoid using Beachbody, sell yourself. Make people want to know more. Quit showing your Shakeology logo. Quit doing product placement. Don't even say the word Shakeology or Shako or Energize or Recover in anything. I call it my go-go juice. I call it my daily coffee. I call my shake. I call my Recover my chocolatey goodness. Like, come up with names so that way people are asking you for information. You want people to ask you questions. And guys, don't pay attention to how other people run their Instagram. So I was really big on following the top coaches. I had to be like them and my pictures had to look like them. I don't follow any of them anymore. I barely follow half of them on Snapchat or Facebook anymore. I am me, you are you. Don't be like them. Do what works for you. You are going to learn by trial and error. You are not a Melanie Mitro. You are not an A.B. Silverman. Like, I wish we had one of them on our team, but you are you, and I want you to be you. And I want you to grow your Instagram the way you want to grow it, okay, guys? Not based off of how other people are doing it. I need to drink water. So what do I need from you guys now? This is my call to action. I need you to go clean up your Instagram. It is okay to delete pictures. It is perfectly okay. And if you want to see like what not to do, scroll to the very beginning of my Instagram. It's not a pretty scene. So clean up your Instagram, guys. Redo your bio. If you think your bio needs some help, redo it. If you're stuck or if you're like, Ashley, I'm not sure how this is, feel free to send me a message. Screenshot it to me and be like, what do you think? Like, does this work? Like, do you like it? And check your links. So I like to change out the link on mine. Right now it is my Facebook like page one. If I am currently like doing a new recruiting, sponsoring training, I will have a link to them to file, like to request to join the team, like to say, apply to join the team. If I do a new blog that I really want to gain some traction, I will put my blog link in there. So I'm so sorry, guys. You can change your link at all the times, but for the love, if I see that you have a Beachbody link in there, I'm going to tell you to take it down. And it's not because I don't love you, but it's because I love you and I want you to be successful. So does anybody have any questions about Instagram that I did not go over? The cups are from the Savvy Coconut, and Trish makes really cute ones too. Does anybody have any questions? Did I miss anything? Does anybody have any tips, any success that they've seen from Instagram? And then if we don't have any Instagram questions, I'll open it up to any other questions. Why are we always so quiet? Is it because I had 3 scoops of Energize today? Is that why I'm not quiet? Don't be me. Don't have 3 scoops. I have a lot to do. You don't know about it. Anybody? No. Okay. I'm going to stop recording and then I'm going to open it up to you questions, because if you don't listen to the live, if you're not on the live call, you don't get to hang out with us at the end, because that's how I roll.